What's going on, guys? And welcome to perhaps the most important video that I've ever made in my YouTube career. What's going on, YouTube? And welcome to Smurf's Q&A, episode 7, the Patreon special. You know what I'm sick and tired of? I'm sick and tired of not being able to make the videos that I want to make when I want to make them. I'm sick and tired of having to choose certain topics and put other ones that I also really want to talk about on the back burner because I only have time to talk about certain things. I mean, guys, I have video ideas that I've written down that has been written down for like the last 6-7+ months because I have to keep delaying and delaying and delaying because I only have time to talk about so many things, and I'm sick of it. I want to talk about everything that's on my mind, not just some things, everything. So that's why I decided to do something that I didn't think that I would ever do. But you know what? If it helps me to be able to focus my attention squarely on making videos and to be able to make my channel the best that it can be, because right now I'm only giving about maybe 50 or 60% into this channel at the most. And I want to see what 120% looks like. I just need to know. But if you guys don't know what Patreon is, I will get more into detail about that at the end of the video. And I'll let you guys know how you can help me produce a lot more content for you guys. But for now, let's go ahead and get into this Q&A special. And I decided to answer every single question that I came across in the comment section of my last Q&A. Now, if I did miss your question, I promise it wasn't on purpose. But also, if I already answered your question before, then obviously I'm not gonna answer it again in this video because I don't want to constantly repeat myself in every Q&A. But I usually just pick out 10 questions to answer. But in this case, I'm pretty sure I got over 40. So let me stop wasting time talking because we got a lot of questions to get to. Question number 1. If you could write your own Girl Meets World episode, what would you do? Well, without getting into too much detail, because that would take too long and I have like a million other questions to get to, I would make an episode circled around Lukaya and Rukus, where Lucas finally realizes that Maya is the girl that he loves, and Maya is the girl that he needs. And it would be the best episode in the series by far. Smurf, if you were a Girl Meets World writer, would you make Maya the main character and also kill off Riley by hitting her with a car? Yes, I would make Maya the main character. I mean, she's the best character on the show, played by the best actress on the show. It just makes sense. Even though Maya is already a main character now, I'd make the show circle around her just a little bit more than it already does. Well, a lot more. Why do you like Corey but not Riley? Riley is a parallel of Corey, just like Maya and Sean. So how could you love Corey but hate Riley? Easy question to answer. People always tell me what Riley is supposed to be. Well, I don't care what she's supposed to be. I'm telling you what she is, which is annoying, over the top, unrealistic, and just lame. Now that's just my opinion, obviously, but plenty of people feel the same way. I would call Riley an off-brand version of Corey, but honestly, I feel like even that would be giving her too much credit. Whereas I think they nailed the Sean and Maya parallel for the most part. I still don't think Maya's life is anywhere near as bad as Sean's was, but yeah. I do see a little Corey in Riley, but clearly they didn't nail that parallel if I still love one and hate the other. So even if Riley is supposed to be Corey, the fact is Corey is a way better character than Riley ever was or will be. Not to mention I love Ben as an actor more than Rowan. I think Ben did one of the better jobs that I've ever seen a kid actor do, because I typically don't like kid actors, but Ben from day one just had the acting skills going on. Just a fantastic actor. If you had to pick a different three for the triangle, who would you choose? Maya, Zay, and Lucas. I would make it so Zay and Lucas both like Maya and Maya likes both of them. I think that would be very interesting to see. What do you think about Claraline? And I have no idea how to pronounce this ship name, so if I'm saying it wrong, whatever. I pretty much pronounce every ship name wrong the first time I say it. But well, I certainly like them more than Stefan and Caroline, but I don't really have any strong feelings on them, believe it or not. I know it's a lot of people's favorite ship on the show, but it's not mine. But I do think they had a lot of potential, and I do like them a little bit, but I feel like they needed more screen time. But even though I'm not the biggest fan, I can certainly see the appeal. What are your thoughts on Lucas and Riley going through relationship issues and Lucas finding comfort in Maya during it? And this person went on to say that they saw some kind of article about this, so I'm guessing this is some kind of unconfirmed rumor. And I think I've seen this rumor before, actually. I mean, hey, if it leads to Lucaya happening, I'm all for it. But if you're just gonna give me false hope like the cock-teasing you are, no thanks. Will you do Fuller House videos? No. Do you watch the originals? If so, what's your favorite characters? And do you have any ships? And as a male, how do you feel about women being used and killed to advance a man's storyline and vice versa? No, I don't watch the originals. I've been debating on it for several weeks now, but I didn't really feel like jumping from one vampire show to another. You guys have to remember, I marathoned the hell out of the Vampire Diaries. And as far as the second part to your question, oh man, do you really want to open those can of worms? I mean, I don't even think I've ever said the phrase open a can of worms before. And now I'm about to open it. I'm gonna try to answer this as simply as possible without talking too much. If the woman or man was brought in just to progress someone else's storyline, first of all, it would have to make sense. If you're bringing in a character just to have them killed in favor of another character, don't blatantly try your hardest to make us fall in love with that character for one, and don't try to make it seem like that there's a real chance that that character actually may not die, because then I'm just gonna be pissed. So if it makes sense and they don't try to con the audience into thinking that their favorite character may actually have a chance to live, I'm fine with it. Otherwise, go float yourself. Anyways, how do you feel about all of the Lucaya and Ryarko moments in Girl Meets STEM? I already made my review on this episode, so if you haven't seen it, please go check it out. But I love the moments. If I remember correctly, I actually really liked Riley in that episode. If I remember correctly. I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen that episode. So if you go back and watch my review and I'm cussing Riley out, my bad. Who's your favorite subscriber of yours? Hint, it better be me. Honestly, man, you are definitely in my top 10 if I were ever to make that list. I mean, you've been rocking with me ever since the Mangina and Justin Bieber days. Back when I had my old channel. But I love all my fans and I don't have a #1 favorite. But if you like, comment, and share my content, you're my favorites. What are your thoughts on My OTP Kissed? How about yours? I have no idea who that is. And that's all I have to say about that. What's your top 7 best Girl Meets World episodes? What? 7 though? I can't just answer a question like that on the spot. A question like that requires some thoughts. But maybe I'll make a video on my favorite Girl Meets World episodes one day. Ryla, Ruckus, or Josh Aya? Well, considering 2 out of the 3 are completely disgusting, I think I'll go with Ryla. What about Orphan Black? And the Co-Fiend ship? Personally, they're my favorites. Well, second to Clexa. I've actually never seen that show, although I have had it recommended to me several times, so I might check it out if I have time. Would you still ship or like Lucaya if they kiss when Ruckus are dating? Why, yes. Yes, I would. With absolutely no regrets or given. The way I see it, Ruckus shouldn't be together anyways. So if they need something like this to happen before they can see that, so be it. Smurf, could you please watch The Fosters? I think you will really ship, I'm not even gonna attempt to say that ship's name because their chemistry is so amazing. This is another show that has been recommended to me quite a bit, but no, I haven't seen this show yet. I'll put it on my to watch list, or at least my check it out to see if it sucks or not list anyways. Could you please do a mega rant on Lucas? I don't know. Do you guys think I should? Does Lucas deserve his own dedicated video? I'll think about it. Did you ever like a Nickelodeon show? Hell yeah! I was a Nickelodeon nerd when I was younger. I liked all kinds of Nick shows. Maybe I'll make a video on some of my favorites one day. What are your thoughts on Lincoln and Octavia? Oh man, I hope my friend doesn't see this video with his Octavia Lincoln crazed ass. I don't have any issues with them, but I don't really love them as much as a lot of other people do. They just never really made my shipping urges jump. We all have that one ship that we don't hate or love, or even like really, and they're just kind of there. That's what Octavia and Lincoln is to me. Would you rather go back in time and have Corey choose Lauren, or have Ruckus be in game? Now, I could take the easy way out and say kill myself, but I'll answer. I would pick Corey going back in time and choosing Lauren. Because unlike Ruckus, I did actually like Lauren. Although obviously I don't want either of these to happen. Who do you ship on Backstage? I'll make a separate video for that. Smurf, who else do you ship Maya with? Nobody. What's your opinion on Rowan getting so much hate because of the character she plays? People keep saying that this is happening, but I haven't seen it. But if it is happening, I mean, it's the internet. People are dicks. That's really nothing new. But I mean, you have to have thick skin to be on the internet. If you could change one thing about Maya, what would it be? I'd change who her best friend is. Do you like Bizarrevark or do you hate it? I forgot that show even existed. Does that answer your question? Was there anyone you shipped Caroline with? Not really. I mean, Klaus was probably the closest. I did really enjoy their interactions, and everybody else was just boring to me. At least her and Klaus were interesting. Would you ship Zay and Smackle? Why? You gotta give me a reason to ship someone. I mean, I'm not gonna do it just because they stood in the same room a few times before. If you were given the opportunity to guest star on Girl Meets World, would you take it? Probably not, because I'm not interested in acting, especially not on a Disney show. Although if they gave me a really good character, I'd consider it. Preferably one that gets to beat up Lucas. Choose between Maya and Topanga. Maya on Girl Meets World and Topanga on Boy Meets World. You knew that was coming. How are you so awesome? I don't know. I was kind of just born this way. Call it the luck of the draw. Were you ever a fan of iCarly? No, I was never a fan of iCarly. Thoughts on Damon and Bonnie as besties? I love their friendship. I just hate how people are trying to make it more than that though. I don't understand why a guy and a girl can't ever be real close on a TV show without a bunch of people trying to make them be together. I mean, it's really tiresome. Bonnie and Damon are the definition of good, close friends. friends, that platonic friendship. How about we leave it that way for once? What are your thoughts on the first episode of Boy Meets World? Way better than the first episode of Girl Meets World, but it was alright. I didn't absolutely fall in love with Boy Meets World until season 3 though, but the first 2 seasons were still good. Would you ever watch Star versus the Forces of Evil? I'm pretty sure I did watch that once. That was back when I was trying to find new cartoons to get into. I forgot how I felt about it though. Lexa or Maya? I'd choose Lexa over anyone. I mean, if you were to ask me to choose between Lexa and my mother, I mean, I would probably choose my mother, but I would have to think about it. It's that serious with me and Lexa, man. You guys have no idea. Can we get a Q&A at the end of every month? That's the goal. Now that I'll have more free time to make videos, I'd say you can expect it. Would you ever consider talking about musicians? If you ever do, please listen to One Direction, because they have some really good music. I would really enjoy listening to you talk about them. Trust me. No, you wouldn't. But I may talk about more musicians in the future. Problem is, I don't listen to new music as much as I used to because most of it sucks, but we'll see. Have you ever watched the show Avatar: The Last Airbender? Yes, actually. At one point, I really liked that show, but for whatever reason, I stopped watching, and I literally have no idea why. I actually meant to start that show over again and watch every episode, and I still plan on doing that one day because, like I said, I really did like it. Would you ever consider watching Steven Universe? If you did, would you make videos on it? There are ships on that show I'd love to hear your opinion on. Yes, I do watch that show. I had someone get me into it actually, and now I'm a big fan. And I have debated on making videos about it, but I've just been so busy with Girl Meets World I haven't had time. But like I said earlier, I will have more free time to make videos now, so anything is possible. At one point, did you not ship Clexa? Honestly, no. I told this story before, but it's worth telling again, just like every Clexa story. Before I even watched the show, I looked up a random clip of Clexa, and it just happened to be one of the best scenes in television history. So before I even watched the show, I saw the magic between them. I saw the spark, and there was literally no dull moment between the two. So I was a Clexa shipper from the moment I saw them. Call it ship at first sight. You see what I did there? But obviously my love for them grew over time. Scene after scene, and beautiful moment after beautiful moments. God, I love Clexa. But last question, do you like Sabrina's music? Yes, I do. I've listened to a few of her songs on repeat before. So now back to Patreon. So for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna try to explain what Patreon is to the best of my ability. But it's basically a platform where fans can go to support their favorite creators. And they do this by giving them a select amount of money a month. I mean, it can be $1 a month, $5, $20, $25, $50, you guys get the points. But it's basically a way for fans to support their favorite content creators. And by doing so, it helps the creator be able to make more videos at a more consistent rate. Because obviously, if you don't have to worry as much about money, then you can worry more about the things that you love doing, aka making videos. But this doesn't just benefit the creator, it also benefits the donators. Because not only are they helping their favorite creator be able to make more videos and more high quality videos, but they also get little perks as well. Now these perks vary from creator to creator, but just to give you guys an example, let's just say somebody donates $5 a month, right? Well, by doing that, the creator will give them access to a certain perk. Now that can be seeing certain videos early before they go live, like before everybody else that's not a Patreon. It can be shout outs, it can be, it can be anything. It's really up to the creator. But don't worry, guys. I plan to have perks that people will actually be interested in. I mean, I'm not gonna offer you an autographed sock of mine or something. Trust me, each of these perks will be something that you guys would actually want. But I just want to make this clear. If you can't donate or don't want to for whatever reason, I completely understand and no hard feelings. And I still love you. Now, do I love you as much as the people that are donating? No, but I still love you guys. So, I mean, come on. And like I said, I wasn't gonna do this at first, but I mean, I'm looking around YouTube and I see so many content creators, most of them way bigger than I am, making way more money than I am, that have Patreons, and their fans seem to have no problem supporting them. And I know I have a lot of diehard fans, and I know a lot of them probably wouldn't mind chipping in $1 or $5 or $10 a month. So why not give you guys the opportunity? Like I said, you don't have to, but if you did, I would really appreciate it. And I will certainly be looking forward to taking a shower with subscriber money. Oh yeah, I want them bills all over my skin. But the link to my Patreon will be in the description box, so if you are interested, click that link below. And I'm looking forward to being able to make a lot more videos for you guys. I'm talking Girl Meets World, I'm talking backstage, I'm talking Klexa, definitely Klexa, because I've been slacking really hard on that topic lately, but it's not my fault, guys. I promise you it ain't my fault. And a whole bunch of other shows and topics, guys. I'm ready to get this ball rolling, and I hope you guys are too. I might even go back to covering certain news articles again. Like I said, I want to talk about everything that I'm passionate about and everything that's on my mind. But I need the time to be able to do it, and I also need the money. And that's just me being real with you guys. But I'm done talking. If you guys enjoyed the longest video I've ever made in my YouTube history, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.